It's time for our first retaliation mission, which is a big deal because it will be the point where your first chosen shows up. In terms of the squad we're bringing on this mission, we're taking a Reaper, because your first chosen is always weak to your starter faction, a Ranger, who is actually the rookie we had on the covert action, a Grenadier, and a Sharpshooter. For equipment, we're taking the Battle Scanner, to help reveal the assassin if she turns up, as well as the Flashbang in the usual slot, for emergencies. We're also going to be putting our first weapon attachment on. I usually end up putting scopes on my sharpshooters first because I figure, what good is a sharpshooter if they can't land their shots when you need them to? We also have a promotion for the Reaper.
The Resistance factions take a more flexible approach to training than traditional soldiers, and can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion. They will adapt to follow your choices, Commander.
It should go without saying that Remote Start is the obvious pick here. Remote Start is just an incredibly powerful ability to have in the early game and will allow you to delete pods with little to no effort.
Each of the faction's soldiers gains knowledge at different rates. Soldiers with high combat aptitudes will pick up new tactical skills more frequently.
Menace 1-5, hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Unless you have a Phantom Ranger, or a Reaper. These are invaluable during retaliations because it makes it much easier to find pods and set up Overwatch ambushes. We need to send our scout out and find our first pod as quickly as possible.
It would seem Advent has begun deploying their so-called priests into combat. Their implants provide significant enhancements to whatever latent psionic energy they may have once possessed.
Priests are actually a very annoying enemy. They often choose to stasis one of your units, which isn't bad as an opening move, but they can also enter stasis instead of dying, and they have a dodge stat which means they'll occasionally just ignore a bunch of damage.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Heretics, come forth!
Of course our first chosen is the Warlock, which is bad because we didn't research Mind Shields. This time he can enter Overwatch at the end of his turn and his defense increases after the first attack. But he takes increased damage from close range attacks and also from Reapers, which is why we brought one.
See the face of your ruin!
The Warlock and the Hunter, unlike the Assassin, won't actively come after you until all the other aliens are dead. So ideally we clear the map and then we don't have to worry about any other pods while fighting him.
Deal with it before it causes too much trouble.
The other pod is a Sectoid and a Trooper, which could be worse.
Their fate is the same as all who would defy the Elders.
My number one goal is to kill this Trooper. Now, 64% is not really a good shot. We can't really do anything about it. We could launch a grenade, but it'd be a bit of a waste.
Let's move already.
We'll see if we can shoot through the cover, and use the grenade as a backup.
I got nothing.
You'll notice my shotgun went from 50-50 to a 65% shot. Even on Commander difficulty, the game will still give you stacking bonuses to hit your next shot. It's really dumb, and I really hate it.
Out there hunting.
I'm going to hang on to my grenade until the next turn, since the Reaper would have to crit to kill him.
Negative damage.
Moving as ordered.
Actually, this isn't a good spot. The priest might come over here.
spotted an alien patrol.
The Warlock will keep summoning spectral zombies in every other turn until we activate him. I'm going to need this shotgun to deal with the zombie, so we'll take the grenadier down. A very respectable 7 damage. I don't actually know how big its blast radius is, so I'm going to come back over here just in case.
Enemy is still up.
We'll have to hope our Reaper can kill it, and the priest doesn't decide to shoot at us.
I am at your service. We can no longer hide.
Destroy all who would defy the Elders.
He's going for a civilian, which I am not going to complain about.
Getting a little
The
toasty
Elders'
here.
judgment is nearly upon you.
I am the hunter.
Let's re-enter concealment and try and find this other pod. Our sharpshooter can probably get him from here. I'd rather save my other classes for overwatches.
Target down.
Oh, priests, do not fear death, for they will join the Elders in eternity.
I'm on it. Got it covered.
And honor the Elders with your actions. Your forces will perish, and you will return to...
They're next to a car, but unfortunately it's not a target.
As you order, Commander.
Our sharpshooter can see those two. I'm not going to take the shot. Instead we'll use long watch during their turn. If it hits, they'll hopefully scamper towards us and trigger our other overwatches, and if not, then they'll just carry on and we can try again next turn.
Come get some.
So that sectoid is deleted before we even started our turn. Unfortunately, our ranger didn't get a shot, but that's okay because we have a spectral zombie coming in. Elevation, close range, shotgunner. Not worried.
You want some more?
I cannot
So,
hide
the trooper. 74. Still a decent chance for that to miss.
Enemies down.
The Elders created them.
We'll just quickly run over and grab this.
In their respect they are fulfilled.
An Illyrium core is good. That should be helpful later on. Then I'm going to move straight back to the same spot, because it's a good vantage point.
It's killing time. Back in. Scanning. I'm on it.
It sounds like he's climbing a ladder. Now that there are no more enemies, he should be coming towards us. It would be nice if we could catch him on that car, but there's no guarantee of that. I think I'm going to maintain my position because I've got 2 axes of cover.
Got it covered. On Overwatch. Ready to go. Need a light?
I'm not sure what exactly happened here. I pressed the shortcuts for reload and Overwatch, and instead she threw a flashbang. It's not a problem though because the Chosen are immune to flashbangs anyway. I mean, if you're going to present that option to me, why would I ever say no? I want to move out of his way, because he could come through here.
Moving out. This will get their attention.
On Overwatch. Scanning. Moving to Overwatch. Target's still up. Get him next time.
The Elders have chosen me, just as they have chosen you, Commander. We are both destined to serve at their side, to bring their vision to this world and beyond. Come, allow yourself to be reclaimed.
That's the Elder's Warlock. All reports indicate he's nearly as dangerous as they are when it comes to psionic capabilities.
I call upon the Elders' endless reserves.
Because we managed to take off so much of his health, he immediately goes into his defensive phase. We want to finish him off as quickly as possible before he can use any of his more dangerous abilities. So it's good that we can reach the spectral summon with our ranger.
Who's keeping score?
And now we use our good friend, the Claymore. I'm just trying to work out where a good spot is, because I don't want it to be in a position where I can't actually shoot it.
Soon our prey will fall.
Unfortunately, he's not dead. I was hoping for a kill there. Both of these positions are flankable. We'll try to finish him off with our sharpshooter.
Shot wide.
So you have learned at least one tactic.
I would really like the flank shot, but it's not going to happen. Let's come back.
There better be something there.
This is a really bad shot, but...
That is not good.
And the Faceless, just to make things more complicated.
We've heard rumors about some kind of shapeshifters. I'm guessing this is it.
It is a remarkable species. If only we had some means of containment.
Don't even think about it.
Let's just get this guy off the board. Unfortunately, I can be seen from here, but I can get him from back here. There's also a remote start, but it's just the cars in the gas station.
I go when I'm needed. much, Commander.
93. So this is that stupid bonus coming into play again. Let's just get him off the board because he's the biggest threat by far.
Good riddance.
You have bested me today, Commander, but I will not allow myself to fail in carrying out the Elder's vision.
Great job, Commander. But there's no trace
The
of that
trooper can
Chosen
see the
left.
Grenadier,
I've
which
got a
means
feeling
she'll
we
get
haven't
shot
seen
at
the
if she
last of
moves. So we'll have to waste a grenade on him to break the Overwatch so our ranger can get out.
Grenade out.
This should hopefully be far enough from the Faceless.
Here I come.
Whoop. You see that?
Gonna need to reload soon.
Our sharpshooter has to reload, which means she's on pistol, and our Reaper is 2 miles away from the action. While we can kill it if we hit all our shots, I'd rather have our Reaper available just in case we miss NA. So I'm probably going to run and try and regroup.
Roger that. Move, move, move.
Affirmative.
Give me a minute!
Let's move already.
Our Grenadier already has a promotion, so I'll bring our Reaper in to weaken it, and then feed the kill to my sharpshooter.
Enemy down.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished. Great job, Commander. We sent the Chosen back to their masters with a few scars to show for their effort. If they decide to face us again, we'll be ready.
Maybe the Elders hoped the Chosen's constant jabbering would drive us to surrender without a fight.
Your first Grenadier ability is a no-brainer. There's never a reason to pick blast padding. Shredder is just too good. We already have a Phantom Ranger, so now we'll start pivoting to Blade Master. Our sharpshooters already leveled up. Now, I love gunslingers. The sniper tree is very good, especially with the absolutely broken Chosen sniper rifle, but I prefer gunslingers for the early game. Plus, Lightning Hands is always a great ability.
Another impressive effort, Commander. My expectations were high, and yet you have exceeded them. We've confirmed with our resistance contacts that they're tracking the Chosen we just fought. Apparently, it's already laid claim to some nearby territory.
So, you would come to strike at me. I eagerly await your arrival, Commander.
We just want to finish up with our engineer, because it's still the most valuable reward available. Don't forget to immediately assign them. We have a choice between rookies, supplies, and increasing region income.
My siblings have lost sight of their purpose, for they are easily
I want to do
swayed
supplies,
by their
because we
reactions
already have enough
to
rookies
their
for
own
now.
misguided judgments. Through their faults, I will shine as the Elder's true chosen, the rightful heir to their throne, an uncontested ruler of the new world that awaits.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Chosen are a tough group to infiltrate, but we've managed to gather intel on their latest actions. And have a rough idea of how close each is to reaching their ultimate goal of locating the Avenger.
Commander, we have intel suggesting the aliens are working on developments that threaten our ability to stop the Avatar project. We can conduct guerrilla operations to disrupt one of these efforts, but we'll have to choose carefully. We don't have the resources to intercede everywhere.
So of these two, it should go without saying that Undying Loyalty is a lot more of a threat than Barrier is. Undying Loyalty is just a huge nuisance because it means that every time you kill an Advent soldier, sometimes they'll just reanimate as a zombie, which is a pretty tough enemy. Whereas tech and psionic defense, you don't hack a lot, at least I don't, and you definitely don't mess around with psionics in the first few months.
Commander, the factions have pledged their support to XCOM, and they're ready to carry out your orders. As our influence with these groups increases, our capabilities will grow in kind.
Things are going so well. It sounds like my Reapers can take on some new orders.
While Between the Eyes is great, it makes every hit on a lost an instant kill. Infiltrate just completely changes the game. This makes so many of your missions a lot easier and less stressful, because for the first few turns where you're just moving around, you don't have to worry about the timer. It also means you can take as long as you want setting up the perfect ambush.
We'll do as we're told.
Commander, the Resistance has a hidden cache of resources stashed outside of Advent's reach. But that means we'll have to fly over and scan the area if we want to recover this stuff for ourselves.
While we are scanning a supply cache right now, this one is bigger and scans quicker.
It is just as I had hoped, Commander.
Clearly we need to get mind shields going. We might not get so lucky next time.
Commander, you should establish contact with the local resistance network as soon as possible. The aliens are undoubtedly moving forward with their plans.
Next up, we have our Guerrilla Tactics School. We can use this to both train rookies into specific classes and also buy squad size upgrades, which are a huge increase to your firepower. We already have the sergeant needed for the first squad size upgrade, which is great. I'm just going to shove someone in here right away and get more grenadiers. Grenadiers, along with rangers, are the backbone of your early game army. They're just so valuable because of their ability to open up and weaken multiple enemies. Don't forget to use your engineers. See, I almost went straight over to the bridge. You need to remember to do your engineers after every facility. Probably just go back to scanning my supplies.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
The sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past 20 years is a testament to both the aliens' mastery of genetic engineering and their pursuit of advancement, regardless of the risks.
So mind shields basically trivialize a lot of the Warlock's abilities. The only attacks that the Warlock does that aren't counted as a psi attack are shooting his gun or summoning other things which can attack you. So this will just mean he can't stun your guys, he can't mind control them, he can't do anything to your guys as long as they have mind shields. For the next project, Faceless or Topsy gives mimic beacons, which are the ultimate get out of jail free card, but you need at least 2 more Faceless corpses to build one. We don't necessarily need to start contacting regions right away either, so I think I'm probably going to go with magnetic weapons.
Word as soon as we have...
Once you've gotten your Guerrilla Tactics School and Resistance Ring, you have a lot of options in terms of what you want to build. You could build the Proving Ground to get access to high technology. You could build a training center to start unlocking additional abilities for your soldiers. You could build the infirmary if you're worried about injuries. But what I like to do is build a laboratory, just to speed up your research and also make breakthroughs more common.
Lord Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Some of our people are a little worse for wear after that last covert action, but if we give them time to rest, they'll be fine. This is the headquarters of the Skirmisher faction. They may look like Advent, but they sure don't act like it. Now that we've established contact, we can scan at this location to gain additional support for our cause.
You know them as they were, the soldiers of Advent. Now they are free to choose. If you stay your course, Commander, they will stand with you until the end. We are ready for more orders, Commander. We only await your choice.
That's not really that useful, you don't change attachments very often. This is very, very good. I would really like this resistance order for next time, so I'm definitely going to assign some soldiers to do this. A hacking reward, which is usually best given to specialists since they do most of the hacking. I'm not too worried about injuries, especially for low-level troops. There's a moderate chance of ambush though, so we need some good classes just in case. I may need to assign a different person instead. Rangers are good for both the lost and their consistent damage. Let's put Kaylee back on the mission. Make sure to get rid of her special equipment.
My client will do whatever is needed.
Those who have given their lives today have done so in defiance of the Elders, whom they will find no mercy in the God's embrace.
Unfortunately, this is just something you have to deal with. They'll be continuously poking at your income, and so you'll just be regularly losing stuff.
We should do what we can to take them down before they hit again.
Here comes our guerrilla ops. Now, because we still only have the one region unlocked, we only have the one option available. But thankfully, it is the mission that we're interested in.
There's a good chance they'll show up to interfere, so we should plan accordingly.
The way that the Chosen work is that they mostly appear every 2 to 3 missions, so I'm not really worried about them appearing now.
Setting course for Eastern United States.